DC fans are mad at the casting of Superman Legacy. Personally, I could give less of a shit that black actors and actresses feel alienated from a movie, and, comic book character based around primarily white people. Because it speaks to me about the very, hypocritical nature that a lot of modern fans truly feel about this whole race swapping thing. It's like, it's okay to race swap traditionally white characters, and it's not okay to do the same in reverse. And their reasoning is always simple. Oh, it has more ethnic, cultural reasonings onto why these characters would fit this role better. And it makes no sense to me because you're not hiring on the merits of, the actor's talent or what they're even looking for as far as the adaptation. They're hiring solely to pander to people, and so people can feel included in things that have nothing to do with them. Like, honestly, it is never about anyone's race when it comes to race swapping. It's simply about what we can pander to, what's going to get us the most money. I feel like at the end of the day, that's why they keep doing it. But the assumption is that it gets them more money, but it doesn't. If anything, it alienates more people. Because again, every time they race swap, it's not even the problem of the race swap itself. It's what is it doing? What is the story trying to tell? What is it enhancing about the story? That's the main reason why anything is done in films at all, especially when it comes to changing the source material. What can we teach other people? What can we push on to the general public? And what I've noticed anyway is that 99% of race swaps literally are either very, very racially motivated. And when I say that, I mean it's completely and utterly just making black caricatures. That's literally one of the main factors onto what happens every time they do it. They either are completely and utterly disrespecting the race or minority they are trying to represent, or on top of that, they're the most laziest race swaps you can think of, where it has no relevance to the story because it doesn't matter. That's why they wanted to race swap these specific characters, why they don't race swap mainstream characters, because if they do that, it's going to piss off a lot more people than they are willing to deal with. That's why they use the most minor characters to change their origin. That's why they use the most minor characters to race swap, like Jimmy Olsen of all people. That's why you're never going to see a Clark Kent be played by a white person. I'm not talking about the alternate universe versions like, Val-Zod or yada, 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 or yada, 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 because they are not Clark Kent, as they shouldn't be. And honestly, personally, they have no reason to exist. I saw an article and I saw a video echoing the same sentiment. They are basically begging DC Studios to pander to them. And these type of articles, these type of people are the literal reason why DC and Warner Bros. And other, literally 90% of companies now do race swaps. And these are the type of people that I despise the most when it comes to begging studios for anything.
I need everyone to not be weird about what I'm about to say, but is it just me, or are there a lot of white people cast for this new upcoming Superman movie? There's nothing wrong with white people, but we keep getting a lot of casting announcement news for this project, and I just don't know why, right? And I wasn't expecting Superman to be a person of color, let's be so for real. But Lois Lane, I was like, maybe they're going out of like the Batman route, you know what I mean? Where like the love interest is like a woman of color, but she's like light, or like the MCU Spider-Man type of route, something like that, right? But they didn't go with that. That's fine. I just assume, maybe they'll go like the Jimmy Olsen route, right? Like Jimmy Olsen's been black in the CW, and then that cartoon, etc., etc. But no,
because these studios will buckle and they'll shook and jive for these people, knowing that these are not even comic book fans. This person who was complaining in this article and this video, they are both not comic book fans. They didn't talk about the story to be told. They're simply saying, we need to reach a broader audience. Like, people won't just read and watch a story about Superman by itself. So this shout out goes out to my boy Iron. This was from my Daima video, and it goes as follows. I never liked Super. To me, I ignore it ever existed. Heck, GT is even better than Super Trash. Super Saiyan 4 the GOAT. Now, Super Saiyan 4 is the GOAT, but saying GT is blatantly better than Super is a bit of cap. Their concepts are better, yes, by far, but the way they implement them is literally the main issue. I'm sorry I disagree, but other than that, thanks for the comment, man. Peace. Like, Superman isn't just for white people. These superheroes are not just for the race they are looking like. They mean more than that. But a lot of people use these characters as a vehicle to push their own messaging onto whatever group they look like. And it bothers me. They do this every time, and it just defeats the soul of the reason why we care about these superheroes. It's not because of what they look like, it's what they do. It's literally that simple. But these people want to overcomplicate it. They want to turn it into an issue that it was never meant to be. It was never about race. And like these people pretending as if, oh, it's just to give more actors more roles, or maybe it can be done to broaden people's horizons. For who? For who? You're 12 fucking percent of people who are maybe watching some of these stuff, maybe reading and keeping up to date with all of this stuff, maybe. Like, bro, what? Like, most of the people who are complaining about this type of issue in the movie castings are not real fans of this character. They're not fans of any of the characters they list. They just want to see black faces in a movie. And that's all they care about. Because if they don't have that, then I feel like a lot of these people, they can't see themselves in anyone if they do not have the same skin tone, have the same quote-unquote struggle put in the message of these people. And you know that because that's all these companies pander to. The literal stereotype of always being a victim, always being put down. What does that say about the people writing it? And that is why I am not upset that these studios are focusing more on story than what these actors and actresses look like. They're literally hiring the best person for the roles. And if you don't like it, well, honestly, go get bent. Respectfully. But anyway, I just had to redo this video because, bro, I saw this article right after I recorded the video, so I had to just make it all together. I had to remake it, revamp it, just like James Gunn, just like everybody else. Revamping it, remaking it to include other things. How does that feel? Anyway, let me know if I'm tripping. Y'all let me know if I'm speaking in the vacuum loud. Let me know if I'm talking on my ass. Y'all let me know if y'all haven't seen these takes before. Let me know. Peace.